In other news, a major political change is taking place in Turkey. The Kurdish armed group PKK's jailed founder has asked the group to disband. The landmark statement has triggered a wave of mixed reactions, but paved the way for negotiations to secure the Kurdish community's future, not just in Turkey, but other countries in West Asia. Our next report telling you more.
A 40-year-old armed conflict between Turkey's military and the Kurdish armed group PKK is at the cusp of coming to an end. On Thursday, Turkey's pro-Kurdish DEM party read out a landmark statement on behalf of Abdullah Öcalan, founder of the Kurdistan Workers' Party, a group that for decades has been fighting an autonomy and identity war in Turkey. The Kurdish leader's message was clear. He called for the PKK to lay down arms and disband the group.
The collapse of real socialism in the 1990s due to internal reasons and the dissolution of identity denial in the country, the developments in freedom of expression, led to the PKK's lack of meaning and excessive redundancy. Therefore, it has completed its life like its counterparts and made its dissolution necessary.
Thousands across Turkey watched the announcement with bated breath. In southeastern parts of the country, where Kurds are predominantly present, the statement from their jailed leader triggered a mixed response. Many applauded the call for peace, but for others, it was a day of sadness and injustice.
The message of APO is the message of peace, a message of brotherhood, a message of humanity, a message of rights and law, the message of justice and equality.
There was nothing in the message. There was nothing special, no federation, not even cultural rights. I mean, can there be such a message? There can't be such a message anyway. I mean, this created an emotional fracture. Frankly, I'll say it created an emotional fracture.
The announcement appears to be a culmination of revived peace negotiations between the PKK and Turkey's President Erdogan, 20 years after delicate ceasefire between the two sides collapsed. The Kurds make up around 15 to 20% of Turkey's population. Their struggle for autonomy has been a long and bloody one. In 1978, Abdullah Öcalan, now in his 70s, formed the PKK. The group demanded an independent state within Turkey. In 1984, PKK's demand turned into an armed struggle. In February 1999, Turkish authorities jailed Öcalan. In 2013, secret negotiations led to a successful ceasefire that only ended up collapsing in just 2 years. So far, the violence and attacks have killed more than 40,000 people and displaced thousands more. The Kurdish struggle for independence and autonomy is not limited to Turkey alone. In West Asia, the community is spread across Syria, Iraq, Iran, and Armenia as well. Like the PKK, other nations also have their own armed groups. Syria's Kurdish-dominated democratic forces and Kurdish civilians welcomed Öcalan's declaration. But the SDF leader said that PKK dissolving itself did not concern the Syrian group, which is seeking an integration into the Syrian army. Details of this historic change in Turkey are still awaited. Many questions remain unanswered. Will Öcalan be freed from prison after PKK heeds his call and the group successfully disbands? Can the Kurds and Turkish authorities reach common ground via negotiations to ensure the minority community retains its culture and identity? Bureau Report, WION World is One.